And that was BRGY Season 4, hosted by the one and only Miss Bianca Gonzalez. Ate Bianca, before we move on to our friends from the media, of course, to kick things off, how are you, ate?
I'm good. Thank you. I'm super happy that this is finally happening kasi matagal na itong pinag-uusapan, and of course, kami ni MJ, we started the same time in the industry. Sa mga entertainment talk shows kami nagkakilala. And so, to get to do this back-to-back for TFC, sobrang special sa amin. I've guested MJ on BRGY, so sana makaulit siya kasi meron na siyang bagong show with us as well. And then sana ako naman na makapag-guest sa RUG kay MJ.
Yes, I love it. Grabe, you know how parang us hosts, we guess other hosts. And I think it creates such a beautiful conversation.
You should guess!
Oh my
guess
gosh,
natin
ate!
si Ayana.
Hello!
BRGY.
Dream come true.
I'm sure meron ka mga global Pinoy stories.
Wow.
Whether ikaw or family, di ba, someone you know.
Yes.
Lahat tayo, di ba?
Yes, lahat
Sino
tayo.
sa inyo may kapamilya abroad? Yes.
meron
see,
yan for sure.
Walang-wala. Parang
Yes.
there is a Filipino in every corner of the world, and that's why I think ang mga programang ito ng PFC, we keep going because we know na meron kaming mga Pinoy somewhere in some corner of the world na kailangan marinig yung story nila.
That's very true, ate. And I like what you mentioned, how parang everyone deserves to be heard. But ate, what striked you to say yes to being the host of BRGY for Season 4?
So this is my second season with BRGY. Tama ba? Okay. Second season, I started in Season 3. Now, I don't think nakwento ko na to before, but when they pitched to me BRGY, they showed me what the set looked like. You saw it kanina, di ba? Very parang sala, shabby chic. Dream ko for the longest time to host the morning talk show on ABS-CBN. Isa yun sa mga bucket list ko. Long ago, dream actually naming tatlo, me, Tony, and Mariel. It was once a dream na sana kaming tatlo yung magsama dun sa morning talk show. But of course, we all went in different spaces na in our lives, focusing on different things. And when they showed that to me and they said that yung BRGY Season 3 and onwards, they wanted it to feel like that. They wanted it to feel like the extension ng sala ng bahay ng mga Pilipino wherever they are in the world. It had that mornings with Chris and Karina. It had that magandang buhay. It had that vibe na dream ko. And so to be able to do this, and then on TFC, which many years ago, I got to work with TFC sa isang show called TFC Connect. Ano siya? Sobrang short lang siya, parang mga 5 minutes. Basically, pabati portion siya ng TFC na show. And tuwan-tuwa yung mga TFC subscribers kasi tayo mga Pinoy, we love na binabati tayo, diba? Up till now, pag may show, pag na-shoutout ako sa show, parang oh my gosh, nakakilig. So, that was it before. So, it was sort of those two things, getting to do the format that I have been long wanting to do. Hindi siya yung uupo yung guest tapos intriga yung tatanungin ko. Hindi, it's really their stories as if you may kwento sa sala ng bahay ng kaibigan. And then, getting to go back to TFC, connecting the Filipinos here and abroad. So, syempre instant yes siya.
Yes, I love it. Congratulations, Ate Bianca, on 2 successful seasons with BRGY. And ngayon naman, of course, I'm sure our friends from the media have a few questions for you. Kaya, for our friends from the media, I have your microphone. So don't forget to introduce yourselves and also the media you're representing. Okay, go po.
Hi, Bianca.
Hi!
Congratulations
Thank
sa
you.
BRGY.
Salamat.
For those who do not know yet, di ba? Kasi ako na-research ko ano yung BRGY eh. Parang hindi pa aware yung iba what is BRGY. Mga magkabaliktad, BGY.
Yes,
BGY. Barangay ba yan? Di ba? Parang abbreviation. Please tell us something about this. Yung ano yung pinaka-abbreviation ng BRGY?
Yes, so ang BRGY, yes, ang I guess root niya ay barangay. Yun nga, parang nag-share kayo ng iba't ibang mga kwento sa isa't isa within your barangay, within your community. Except na dito nagkataon na buong mundo ang nakikinig ng kwento ng isang Pinoy at ng isang global Pinoy. So it's a place that we called in Season 3 parang your home away from home. Parang pag pinanood to ng isang global Pinoy, they'll feel more at home. I guess maibsan yung homesickness is one of
Yeah.
our goals as well. And then for this particular season, we are calling it Stories Closer to Home. So we're gonna have from celebrities to influencers to global Pinoys doing their own things sa kanilang mga area. We've actually had entrepreneurs or mga nanay na parang retiree na malaki na yung mga anak, iba't ibang mga kwento na makaka-relate specifically talaga for global Pinoys. I think that's the difference of BRGY sa ibang mga talk show na format na nagawa ko. Ang kausap talaga namin specifically is a Pinoy living abroad na posibleng na homesick. So yun, it changes the tone completely ng isang conversation. So yun siya.
Yes, this is your second season kamo, di ba? Yung season 3 and
Yes,
this
yes.
season 4. Any memorable interviews dun sa season 3 mo
Yeah.
na hindi mo malilimutan and medyo na-touch ka or
Yeah.
medyo naging memorable on your part?
Oh, shucks, sobrang dami. One that comes to mind, I think you saw it earlier, we had Catherine and Alden. They guested before their film came out. And unique siya sa akin kasi we don't focus on the careers of our celebrity guests. We focus more on their stories. So si Catherine got to talk about then building her dream house, tapos na, yung ibang mga goals niya in life, yung fitness journey niya. And then Alden, of course, who is with GMA, bihira namin ma-interview as a kapamilya host. Nag-share din siya yung entrepreneurial side niya, yung mga advocacy niya. So I really enjoyed that kasi ang alam natin sa kanila, puro career, pelikula, serye, love team, whatever. I also particularly remember an interview with Carlo Aquino. I think it's up on YouTube, right? Na siguro nasa vulnerable place siya nung umupo siya sa aming set. Naiyak siya several times opening up specifically about fatherhood. It was very, very touching. I enjoyed our interview with Joshua, with Julia, ang dami, sobra. And ako personally na-appreciate ko when we do get to guest global Pinoys. Kasi nga ito yung mga tao, hindi naman artista, pero nabibigyan ng platform to share their stories. Kasi grabe din mga pinagdaanan ng ilang mga kababayan natin abroad, di ba? And just because hindi sila celebrity doesn't mean their story is not worth sharing. So yun, na-enjoy ko din yung mga ganon kasi ano nila, time to shine nila naman and to inspire others.
My last question, Bianca. For this season 4, sino naman yung mga dream collaboration or dream interview?
Wow!
If given a chance to choose.
Yeah, ang dami pa naming hindi na-guest. I would love to guest Ann Curtis. I would love to guest Vice Ganda. Again, particularly because ang focus ng BRGY is not the career side. Although, syempre, mag-intersect kasi naka-affect yun sa personal life nila. Pero yung story talaga, journey nila. And so, top of mind silang dalawa. I put Coco Martin there as well. Suntok sa buwan, sana maging posible. We've had Ding Dong Dantes, Yeah, because when he was promoting with Ma'am Charo. So yun yung mga top of mind guests na sana makabisita sa BRGY. Also because, grabe yung impact nila sa mga global Pinoys, di ba? And Vice, Coco, pinapanood ng mga Pilipino around the world. And so for them to see them na hindi nagpapatawa sa stage or hindi nag-action scene sa TV pero nagkakwento ng buhay nila. Sana.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Actually, Ate Raps, I kind of want to
Yes.
follow through with this
Sure.
question. How do you choose which OFWs to guest on BRGY? How's the process of that?
So we have an entire team who does the research on that. Kasi syempre, iba-ibang territories tayo. We have around Asia, we have North America, we have Middle East, meron din mga Africa, di ba? So far, we have guested either Pinoy entrepreneurs na nagtayo ng business abroad, or yun nga, like what I said earlier, merong nanay who worked her whole life para mapaaral yung mga anak and now ini-enjoy na yung fruits of her labor. So, I guess very relatable stories to Pinoys, but at the same time, inspiring. Kasi, I guess the message is to anyone watching it, kaya mo din yan. Or hindi ka nag-iisa pag sobra ka ng homesick at gusto mo nang umuwi. Pero ito yung mga Pinoy who did it, who are thriving, and you can.
Yes, I love it. Thank you so much, Ate Bianx. And for, of course, being a platform for a lot of OFWs, they feel lonely, I'm sure. So at least my sense of hope pa rin every time they turn on TMC.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the goal talaga.
Yes, and I'm excited for it. Do you have a question? Okay.
Hello po.
Hello.
My name is Mika from ABS-CBN. My question po is, nahihirapan po ba kayong mag-transition from hosting reality shows, talent shows, and this one na very intimate and very personal sa mga guests?
I love your question, and yes, pero the challenge for me is not from hosting, for example, a PBB or The Voice to BRGY. The challenge for me is so particularly for TFC it's BRGY, pero I also do my own podcast, which is Paano Ba To? And then I also host a celebrity interview show on Cinema One called The B-Side. So, ang challenge talaga particularly sa akin, paano ko iiba-ibain? Like, kung tingnan mo parang, di ba mauumay? Or like, hindi ba parang, baka paulit-ulit, parehong kwento yung lumabas. But I guess, being guided by the DNA of each show has helped a lot. So, for example, for Cinema One, naturally, mas ano siya, career, filmography, the art. Dito, like we said, story talaga nung tao, nung guest, celebrity man o hindi. And of course, for the podcast, it's very advice, very words of wisdom, ganon. So in that way, I try to differentiate yung style. Pero honestly, it's still something I'm working on. Pati ako critical sa sarili ko na parang kapag napanood ko or na-preview ko isang episode, parang masyadong pumano ba to na to? Or parang pwede ko pa i-give dito sa Cinema One, mas showbiz ang atake. So, ano ako, work in progress pagdating.
May mga rituals po ba kayo na to do before hosting or parang nag-debrief since iba't iba po yung programs mo na ini-host?
Yeah. Particularly for BRGY, ano talaga, it's very research intensive and thanks to our team of writers and researchers. They give it to me sort of, I guess, summarized na, and then I really have to study it. Kasi minsan, what happens is before the show, nag-pre-interview yung writers with the guest, as you have done in other interviews as well. And then they craft the script. Pero, hindi laging nasusunod, di ba? Minsan may tinanong ka, biglang may open up yung guest, hindi mo naman pwede hindi puntahan at mag-next question ka lang, di ba? So, I really try as much as possible to go through the research of the team but do my own research as well. It also helps na dahil matagal na sa industry, I have a personal relationship with a lot of the guests. So, pwede ako humugot doon na parang, alam mo, 10 years ago, ito yung attitude mo about career, whatever. Ngayon, nag-iba na. So, the prep is more mental than anything. And sa totoo lang, when we tape kasi BRGY, for example, it's like 4 episodes in one day. Ako after BRGY taping, yung meme na papasok sa kotse, parang, yung parang ako yun, o yung parang naka 100% on yung utak mo for back-to-back tapings, and then after, parang okay, ito na, mag-relax na. Makikinig na ako ng ang walang kwentang podcast pa uwi. Yung parang pampatawa lang, gano'n. So, that's my full process, end-to-end.
Last question ko na lang po. Napi-pressure pa rin po kayo for hosting so many years, different shows. Napi-pressure pa rin po ba kayo or kinakabahan in doing an episode for BRGY or any shows that you're doing?
Yeah. Oh, pressure, yes. Definitely and for sure. The kaba, I would say mas na ma-manage ko na siya. It's a bit bigger when it's a guest na first time or medyo, like kunyari, Ma'am Charo goes on set. Then syempre may kaba talaga. Pero in the everyday episodes, I've learned to manage the nerves. In terms of pressure, yes. And this is why. Ang isang episode, especially for BRGY, ang nakikita lang ng tao sa screen is me. sitting beside the guest. Pero behind the camera, similar to this, merong team of, I'd say, kunyari, 10, 15, who worked on that episode. And I feel like, if tinamad ako midway, if I don't give my best, if hindi lang yun reflection sa akin, reflection din yun sa work ng lahat ng tao who were there working on that script, even days before, before trying to book that script. So, it's more of that, the pressure of the responsibility to do justice, kumbaga, to the work of the entire team. And syempre, lalo na pag celebrity yung guest, to give justice dun sa mga fans na manonood. Kasi the fans, they've watched hundreds of other interviews of their favorite stars, right? So gusto mo na kapag mag-tune in sila dun sa episode ng favorite star nila, magiging worth their time. So in that sense, everyday pressure siya talaga. But it's a pressure na na-enjoy ko naman.
Thank you po.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, as a host, I am learning so much.
Ay, I
And
love it.
I love it talaga.
Workshop pala ito.
Yes, it is my Bianca Gonzalez workshop,
Ang
guys.
saya.
We're all, lahat tayo magiging host na.
Yes! Hindi, as interviewers, di ba?
Yes.
Parang relate lahat.
Yes, true. Diba? Okay, Ate Bianx, I have here a question from, of course, Ate Trisha Matias from Metro, who also is part of our BRGY team. So, she says here, okay, if there is one question that you can ask all of your interviewees, what question would that be and why?
Wow, that's so hard. Siguro, particularly for BRGY, and this would apply to any guest, again, celebrity or global Pinoy. One thing na baka pwede natin isama sa season 4, what is home for you? Or what does home feel like for you? Kasi iba-iba yun for everyone.
For you, Ate Bianx, what would you say feels like home?
Oh gosh, I consider myself super, super lucky. I read this Instagram, ano mo yung pag nag-scroll ka, tapos may quote na parang, uy, ganda. And it said that the goal is to be excited to go to work and to be excited to go home. And when I read that, I was like, shucks, I feel so privileged in my life na every day I'm super excited to come here today to talk about BRGY, to talk about BFC. Pero right after, excited akong umuwi para sunduin yung mga anak ko sa school, to see my husband. So for me, I'm lucky na what I get to do in life feels like home as well. But also yung na-build ko with my little family is equally home. So, yeah.
I love it when work doesn't feel like work and play feels like play, of course. I love that. Thank you so much, Ate Bianx, for sharing. Thank you, Ate Trisha, also.
Hirap pa, kung beauty queen yung question na.
Oh, diba?
Question ng konti.